What's up, YouTube? My name is Romanalkov. This is LEGO Star Wars review of Set 75449, Siege of Mandalore Battle Pack, 116 pieces, 4 minifigures. This set retails for $22.99. Is the front of the box, and then the back of the box, which is not much to see there. You can see I picked it up at Kohl's there. Yeah, let's take a look at the set. Well, here is everything you get in the set. You get a crate with some pieces in it. Now these are just the extra pieces for the set. I put them in there so they didn't get lost. You get this interesting looking speeder tank thing. It's got a turret on the top, of course. If you've seen these guns before, they all fire the same. You put your stud in here, and then you just hit the trigger, and it comes out. Of course, you can put a Mandalorian, your figure holding the handlebar here, like that. So then he can operate it. However, there's really no way for him to stand. Also, I really like this weird speeder build. It's kind of cool. Has some unique part usage that I have not seen before. And something I discovered interestingly, this black crate here can actually fit in this middle bit here. Now, of course, I don't think that's intended. There's no feature saying it anywhere, but it does work if you want your crate to be stored somewhere. So that's pretty neat. The speeder has a windshield and, of course, this nice printed control console. There, of course, are no stickers in a set this small. And now we'll take a look at the opposing faction over here, being the clone troopers here with their barricade they're behind and another turret one could operate. It's not bad. I kind of like the barricade. It's very simple, but it gets the job done. And you get this nice little caution thing there too as well. And then you get this little section, if you can see right there in the dark. It's kind of, you can put some studs or tiles in there or a gun just to hold on to your stuff. It's pretty simple, but effective. So that's it for your builds. Let's take a look at the minifigures. Right, here's the first minifigure we're taking a look at. This is one of the Mandalorian Super Commandos here. He has this really nice red print, some toe printing, no arm printing. He even has this nice shield here to deflect laser bolts or plasma bolts. And then, of course, he's just got a nice jetpack there. His helmet looks really good. And yeah, it's really cool to have these guys back. I do have the earlier version of the Mandalorian Super Commando, or as I like to call them, Mandalorians, because if you know the lore behind them, these are Darth Maul's Mandalorians. I definitely like the newer design much better. Of course, it's more detailed and a lot more accurate, because you don't even get like leg printing on these ones. Jetpack, though, however, is identical. It's good to see that mold still in use and has not changed, of course, since all the way back in 2013 when this figure came out. Now, a lot of people have complained about the T-visor, how it should actually be black and not this silverish color. However, I really do like the silver color here, and yeah, I don't think it's a bad figure, and yeah, looks pretty good. Let's take a look at him without his jetpack and helmet. Alright, there he is without his helmet and jetpack. There, of course, is the back print, which is definitely a lot better than the old version, which here I will show off as well. There it is again. You can see I'll say this one has more wear and tear, honestly, it looks. However, this one's more red with less marks. But still, he is a great looking figure. And definitely cool to see them back. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Here is your next one. And this one, we don't have anything to compare it to because there is no other one like it. And this one is, wow, this one's really good. This is a female Mandalorian Super Commando, or a Mandalorian, or a Night Owl, which is Bo-Katan's group, but of course this is not part of Bo-Katan because she would be all blue. But yeah, this is a female Mandalorian, and she does look great. The armor really stands out and just looks fabulous there. And then the helmet print is really nice as well. There is her face print, and of course, I'll show her without the jetpack. And there she is without her jetpack, and there is her back printing. Very nice printing here. And yeah, I really like this one. Let's move on to the clones. Here is the last two minifigures here. You get two clones. Of course, they are identical. One does get the longer blaster rifle, and one just has the normal pistol. Or, yeah, just normal blaster rifle. Anyway, one gets the longer one. Yeah. But yeah, this one is pretty standard. If you've seen this before, this is the 332nd Clone Trooper. These are Ahsoka Tano's clones. And they're boring. Honestly, I wish all of their armor was one color, not just half blue and orange. Or, yeah, it looked much better. There's the back print on the back. And underneath, there's the head print. Just the standard clone head print they've been using now for a while. And that, of course, is on both of them. Still, if you like this trooper, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm indifferent. I think they're okay, but I think we've gotten too much of them. But for the scene they're representing, they work perfectly here in that setting. Alright, let's move on to the extra pieces and final verdict. And here are your extra pieces. You get an extra blaster pistol and two extra studs, or not studs, sorry, tiles for your launchers, and one set in red and one set in blue. And of course this nice crate in black, which I have never seen it in black before, so it's pretty cool to have it in black. But yeah, that is it for your extra pieces. Let's get to the final verdict. Alrighty. Some quick thoughts on it. I'm not mad about this battle pack or the price that it comes at. $22.99, so $23 with tax, is not terrible, but it's not great either. But it's not $44 for basically the same thing, which, if you know what I'm referring to the $44 Battle Pack Clone Trooper one, where you get a walker, a spider droid, 3 super battle droids, and 4 clone troopers. Should that have been $44? No, it should have been at most $40. But, yeah. This set, however, I really like. And I honestly would like a second one, just because I enjoy this little speeder build here so much. And I think a second one of these, if you build it a different way, you can have a bigger wall and then kind of like a gate. So yeah, I really like this set. I think it comes with some really cool figures and some okay figures. But yeah, that is going to do it for this review. The first LEGO Star Wars review of not 2026, but the first set from this year of 2026. So that's exciting. And I will see you in my next video. Also, want to do a short little quick update on the MTT modification video. So the long form one showing all the pieces you're going to need to create the same one I did. That will be coming very soon, next week or this week. But until then, guys, I will see you next time. Knockoff, sign out. Bye-bye, guys.